Welcome back. Now we're back on Wake Up Nigeria to have another interesting conversation, and joining us is Ridwan Mudashiru, the Executive Director of the Mudashiru Foundation, MRF. Now, their vision is to create a world where every individual has knowledge, health, and opportunities to reach their full potential, contributing to sustainable community growth and resilience. It's great to have you here with us.
Thank you.
All right, so I know that there were some activities that the foundation embarked on over the past week. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, thank you so much. I am Ridwan Mudashiru, the Executive Director of the Mudashiru Foundation in Ogun State. Last week, June 26th precisely, was the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking.
Okay.
So our organization felt that, okay, this drug abuse is increasingly alarming in the society, according to the World Health Organization. So we held a symposium in partnership with World Health Organization, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, National Youth Service Corps members, and Gateway City Polytechnic in Ogun State, just to make awareness and to let people informed, to make them informed of this decision of taking out drugs. So because the World Health Organization stated that over 30 million people take drugs worldwide, and Nigeria is the #1 list in the West Africa.
Wow.
We feel we need to let students, the youth, society, and let them get informed.
Okay, so according to the World Health Organization, you mentioned Nigeria is the most in, is it Africa, West Africa?
In West Africa.
In West Africa.
Yeah.
Do you have any other numbers on that? In terms of how many of our youth are engaged in it, maybe in terms of percentages?
It's not specific actually, but according to the statistics, we have 18 to 25 years of age are the one who take this drug most.
Okay. All right, so now how has the foundation decided to tackle this head on? What sort of activities have you embarked on?
The first thing is awareness and advocacy.
Okay.
Because many people are taking these drugs for specific purposes. Some people say, okay, if I take canna, it gives me joy.
Okay.
So, and they can't actually derive that joy from it. They derive depression and anxiety. So we feel that, okay, let's make them aware of the decision they are making. Okay. So education, also advocacy. So after this, we can then, okay, anyone that has been affected, maybe rehabilitation. So that's what we do.
So the rehabilitation process now is what a lot of people are, should I say, afraid of. They don't understand what that process means and how to go through it, because they are probably not even aware that they're addicted to these drugs in the first place. Can we talk a little bit about this addiction and rehabilitation?
Let me start from maybe the agency involved, like the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
Okay.
So many people, for example, there are a program we held last week. We invited youth organizations. Many were afraid they could not attend because of the fear of the NDLE. So I think their work goes beyond just arresting drug abusers or drug addicts. Okay. So the help they are doing is they are helping them after they've let them know this thing is not good, it's bad for them. They will, maybe they have government centers that are for rehabs. So rehab is not that, people think maybe they are not going to have freedom when they are rehabilitated. But it goes beyond that. Even at the rehab centers, you can do anything. You can go to schools, you can learn and work and all. So it's not that, it's not a prison. So it's a facility where you can care for yourself.
Okay. So a lot of people were anxious about that. You've spoken to young people who said they thought rehab was prison. Right?
Yes.
So how have you been able to explain to them? How have you been able to, have you had the chance to take them to rehabs before, take them around or introduce them to people that have been to rehab?
No, this is our first time of hosting this program because of the prevalence. We saw that statistics shows that this thing is increasingly alarming. So after this program, we've partnered with the NDLE. We can always reach out to them, the World Health Organization. We can always reach out to them. So we are trying to create a platform where we can support the addicted drug users. So we've not started doing that yet. I
wanted to ask a question about, male versus female.
Okay.
Have you got any numbers or statistics on male versus female when it comes to use of drugs?
Yes, we have more of males who use drug or who are drug addicts, but females are also competing with them now. Okay. Some people give reasons that the economic issues, some people their marital affairs, some people family influence, peer pressure and all. But we still have more of male who take drugs more than the female.
There's another question I have for you in terms of the age. So you mentioned 18 to 25. I've been hearing some, statistics about even younger
Yes.
teenagers getting involved in this.
Yes.
Have you heard about this before?
Yeah, I'm very sure of that. Our program, we invited secondary schools also because, in fact, public secondary schools now, even most of the students in SS classes, even junior secondary, they take drugs, given different reasons. And the fact that they take this drug is to affect their academics, but they are not always aware of that. So we don't know the specific reason that might have led to that. Some might give you family issues, they have a family problem, some they are playing with some societal influence. So we have upcoming ages like 12 to 18 that are also drug abusers.
I need to ask you what we should talk to the parents about. Parents watching now who maybe don't know what to do to rehabilitate their young ones. They probably have some youth in their community or even in their house who are using these drugs and they don't know what to do. Do you have any advice for them?
The first is awareness. They need to let them know that this thing is very bad.
Okay.
So let them be educated about the influence of this drug abuse. And again, it's good support system. Like they need to give them that support. Like family, some parents does not care. Some parents are even drug abusers themselves. Imagine a father who smokes or who takes cannabis or colos is passing a message to the son already. So, but we have to just go beyond that. The parents need to give their child good support system. So that's what I think I can talk about from the family. Okay.
So now, obviously, it is becoming a generational issue. You just mentioned something now very delicate. There are young people watching their parents do this, and it is setting a very poor example. There are issues of peer pressure in our schools. There are so many different situations that are all leading our young people down a path of drug abuse. And the numbers are a lot more alarming than we've even mentioned here. But I have to say thank you to you and your foundation for sharing and spreading this awareness. The event that you had 2 days ago, are you having any other subsequent events? Coming up soon?
Yeah, yes, but it might be maybe occasional, but our awareness, we can always make our awareness online.
Okay.
There's not necessarily to be physical.
All right.
So it's something, it's a continuous process and we continue working.
So the Instagram page is Mudashiru Ridwan _foundation _MRF. That's the Instagram page. That's Mudashiru Ridwan _foundation _MRF. If you would like some more information. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us about this, and well done with everything you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so yes, indeed, our hashtag is right there. That's Wake Up Nigeria on TVC if you'd like to join the conversation. Meanwhile, MM is in the kitchen.